on the outside.
My beautiful fans here, 50 subscribers strong, and I just wanted to throw you guys a quick DCUO video on what are the changes and the differences of how I played last time before I left DC and me being back now. There's been an incredible amount of differences here, and let's get into it. First of all, the first difference here will be the artifact. As you can see, I have the Tetrahedron of Erdrun, and if you don't know what that is, it's an artifact. It's a new addition on the DC universe, an artifact where John Constantine takes you on a new mission, and he collects artifacts. You and him go collect artifacts. There'll be 4 artifacts for pretty much for each role, and the Tetrahedron of Erdrun is a damage-based artifact. 4 damage roll people. Now there is a different one. Let me classify here. There is 2 different damage rolls on this game now. Not technically, but there's damage weapon and there's damage superpower. Now damage superpower would deal might. Damage weapon would deal precision. Sort of like a rage and I guess you'd say ice or munitions is the superpower, and ice is the superpower, and rage is the precision. But anyway, here there's Nth metal, you know, Hawk Girl, Hawk Man. They have, or the metal from their planet or wherever they're from is like the energy for these artifacts, and it boosts them up, making them stronger. This right here at the very bottom is your artifact's rank. That is the next rank. It shows the benefits of that next rank, and then it shows your milestone. The milestone goes by 20s or 40s, 60s, 80s, you know. And it shows right there upcoming rank bonuses there. And I'm aiming for the Might of Erdrun at level 80 and 120 because they're highlighted in blue, and that sort of gives me a feeling that it's strong, like a really strong feeling here. But anyway, to get to that milestone, you also need the catalyst for the next milestone, which for me will be Dionysium and Superior Dionysium. Now, I'm guessing the amount of how much you would need will grow, and the rarity of it will grow also. That's how you deal with artifacts. And artifacts, you can have 2 of them there, so you know you can go crazy with 2 artifacts just as long as they go with your character. Now, as you can see, my character does look a little cartoony here because I decided to make him a little cartoony because this is DC Universe after all, and it is a superhero game. Now, another thing, I don't know whether they gave me this because I'm a long-time player or not, but they gave me Generation Mod Surplus Box and Equipment Mod Surplus Box. Now, they gave me 50 of these guys. 50. Or I believe it was, actually I'm not sure how much. I believe it might have been 15 or 20, 25, somewhere around there. They might have given me 50, but I'm not too sure. I've used them already. And it gives you a choice of a bunch of mods of 7 expert or just 7. Now, this is key for DPS because back then when I was playing, the most recent mod was the Synthetic Mod 6, because I didn't feel like making exobyte mods like these crazy other YouTubers who would go crazy with it. But it did 22 might, 22 weaponization rating. Think about that. And then might 7 expert. They're just giving these away for long-time players, I believe. And it gives me 88 might and 88 weaponization damage. That lets you know that they really care about how their players feel about the mods. That is one thing that is true. And they've also given me 22 equipment mod exchange kits, prefab mob exchange kits, and 1 exceptionary recovery kit. Actually, I believe I had that before I left. But anyway, there's other things like stats here. So, you know, they've actually changed it. So you see the percents, the damage, the ability tray, or not the ability tray, but the critical attack damage, the weaponization rating, the weaponization DPS. All of those beautiful things they now show you, so you know what you do to the very knit and grit. I think that's just beautiful to know that much. You know, it's very useful. They even, believe it or not, they even took themselves upon it to change the pictures on the tray. Look at that. Before I got off the game, the supply drops, the orbital strikes, and the group definitely did not look like that. It looks even better now. It just graphics wise, it looks even better now, so it's easy, you know. And if you're looking for anybody to buy the artifacts from, it's John Constantine here. He talks a lot of crap, but he does have some pretty good artifacts. and those artifacts aren't for me really. I might buy the scrap of the soul cloak, but you know, that's up to a later date time to think about that. Now, another thing here is they've added all this. So skill points absolutely, in my judgment, do not matter anymore at this point, because you don't need to be a monster in skill points anymore. You know, they took it around, they took it upon themselves to change out the fact that the weapons didn't do, you know, certain things like precision or might. I'm glad they did that, because I would be pissed off. I would be a munitions character trying to use a rifle, but the rifle did precision damage back then. You know, it would, the plus side of it would be precision, but I want to use a rifle, and my character's might based. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, that didn't make sense. And I'm glad they found out that and they changed it. They've also taken away a lot of iconic powers, but they replaced it with something called stat points. Now, stat points, there's three general core categorizations. There's the weapons damage, which is precision. There's this, which is based around the role types pretty much, and the superpowered, which does damage for the might-based people. Now, you can see the percentages there, and obviously I'm gonna go with superpowered because I'm might-based. I like power, and I'd rather have power regeneration for my my advanced mechanic, whatever. But here, you know, this is the bread and butter here. You know, it only takes 20 critical attack chances. That's all you got. 40 critical attack damage. And then there's the big jugs down here at 205 skill points. You can just load out into it. And it'll give you incredible amounts of might, power, precision, and you know, all that beautiful stuff. And you know, I'm really glad that they did that. They also changed it. They took it upon themselves to change out the role, not the role based, but now you don't even have to pick your own skills. You know, it was hard to pick skills back then, you know, that would tie up together, that would be beautiful. But they even added, you know, they let you know the innate abilities. And then by level now, it grows your skills. But like by level, you learn new things here. And after, you know, you get your supercharge at the very end, I'm guessing. Guys, that is just beautiful. If that's not a big enough reason for you to get back on DC Universe, then you might not have been a true player. Like I said, DC Universe is my favorite MMO, and I'll be down for anything on this game. I just believe, guys, that this update will, well, not an update, but this is just showing you guys the differences between when I got off and when I got back on. 17 to 18, pretty much. And you know, it's a lot to take in. You know, especially since I've never even seen water powers until the other day when I started playing. And it's great. They've even changed the warp menu, you know, so it shows the pictures of where you want to go instead of actual places. It doesn't show a time limit, I believe. It just shows that it goes off here. But yeah, guys, this is just a video of, you know, this is just a video showing the transformations of the game itself. They also come up with content every month anyway, so I just waited out and played the maps for you guys. And I'll be getting the Deluge DLC soon, or rather, I should say, a Legendary membership. So if you guys want to play with me, you know, just add me. My name's right here on the screen. Sort of codes can now go to 99 instead of having to, after 12, click into another one. You know, it's just a lot. It's the little things that matter so much in this game. But anyway, guys, this is a double upload day, so this will be the second uploaded day. I will be uploading it soon. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter. You guys should know it's in the description. And have a wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye.